2, 1, go. And here we go on the stream. For those watching on the stream, there we go. We're in for game number 2 of the grand finals here of Elimination Draft. We've got the Viper versus Tim, and it is 1-0 to the Viper right now after a good win on Ghost Lake. Game 2 is going to be Golden Pit, not Gold Rush, but Golden Pit, and it's free pick of civilizations. Surprisingly, Viper taking the Incas here as his free civilization pick, and Tim taking the Mayans once again, looking for some revenge after that first game and loss versus Viper's Mayans on Ghost Lake. Mem is with me once again for this final series. And hello, Mem. What do you think of the map?
Well, hello, Zach. Hello, everyone, and thank you for having me all the Sunday. I got so surprised with this civilization choice. Incas. I mean, I don't say that it's not a good civilization. They have a great bonus for the infantry, for the eagles, and they have some stuff like that free llama. But really, there is plenty of civilization that, in my opinion, and in this map, will be better. Well, Mayans, for example, I think is probably a better choice. I don't know. He went for Mayans team, but Viper picked this civilization. It's interesting choice. Let's see what the Viper is gonna make with this one, but to take also the middle with blue marches, if you make a castle and so on, seems to be a safer choice. Well, going for the map, we can see that he has a goal on the left, Viper, the berries at the back, which is really nice. Another goal far, but at the back, not really exposed, because I guess that he will make some walls. Yeah, with some walls he can be also with the wall, with the wood on the left, really safe. And then taking a look on map from team, berries forward, stone and gold on a side, wood at the back. We will see some walls, I assume, and I don't know if they will go for fast castles, since they are pretty far from each other, and some trash as well. But I still shocked a bit for the civilization choice. What do you think he's thinking for with this one, with Incas?
Yeah, I'm not sure. The thing is here for Viper that... Wait, what's he doing over here? Okay, I think he's just protecting his villager in case Tim's scout comes by. Yeah, I thought he was going to like lame his own boar for a second. I was thinking, what? Hold on a sec. That's your boar, Viper, not your enemies. But yeah, Viper, you know, as the Incas, what are the Incas' bonuses? Well, we all know very well how the Mayans play out. We know what they had, 20% longer lasting resources, makes them very strong. That's their main eco bonus. So Viper's eco bonus, well, his houses support 10 population instead of 5, which is going to save him a very small amount of wood throughout the course of the game. He starts with a free llama, which is a free 100 food at the start of the game, but not really a big deal. And his buildings cost 15% less stone. That's his towers, his castles, things like that. So that's and his villages are affected by blacksmith upgrades as well. But like, yeah, and I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure what he's thinking. And maybe he's thinking cheaper castles can go for the middle. Also guaranteed to get a good start with the llama. But still, the plumed archers, they're scary against the Incas. I think they're scary. The other thing is that obviously they get their eagle warriors, which have, I think, 10 pierce armor when they're fully upgraded. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 10.
Yeah, they can be strong against the plume marches, but still, in long terms, the plume marches might be, for their raiding and cheaper, I think they are better units so far. So I don't really know. Well, of course, we are thinking maybe too far in the game. It's really important that to go for the early game, and if he play with good execution, good aggressive. What is he doing, Viper, now? Look at that villager. He's sending one villager forward. What is he planning to do with that villager in 6 minutes? Is he planning to do something crazy?
Plan. He's got a plan.
We are missing some bonus, guys. Zach, we are missing some bonus from this. Oh, he's laming the boar. Actually, Tim is trying to lame the boar, which we don't see so much in the expansions, but we see now the laming, and that villager sneaky that is gonna make what? The Viper, what do you have thought, man? Ay. Well, he gonna lame it? I think he will. That eagle is...
It looks like he might get it. Even with Tim's lag, he can manage to lame this boar. And he's gonna bring that one home. I don't think Viper's going to be able to stop it, and I don't think Tim is going to give it up. 17 health on his Eagle Scout, but that should be enough. Viper here trying to block, though. Tim, keeping it in range, keeping that ball hot on his heels, but no, Tim losing his Eagle. I can't believe it.
Ay, ay, ay.
It's down.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Really?
I can't believe it.
And now I know the strategy for the Viper. He just won a sneak villager.
In the back.
In the back. To leave it there and make archery ranges, or maybe in castle it's eagles, whatever. And look at that. Look at the villager. So he will play now a standard, maybe for a drash, going like walling everything. And unbelievable, he'll leave a villager there in minute 8, idle, and then we'll go full feudal. Full feudal and arches on his face. He has the eagle there, so he's exploring everything. Look at how Viper is exploring, moving the villager. Oh man, well,
can we get a prayer for Tim's Eagle Scout here? Some AoE rips in the chat, please. Just for the Eagle Scout here. Problem for Tim is that losing his Eagle Warrior means he's not going to have as much scouting info. Tim is coming forward with 5 villagers though, so wow. I mean this is an opportunity for Tim to hit Viper quite hard at home as well.
Another thing really important. Sorry that I interrupt you. Viper didn't take his second boar yet because he was laming, so his economy might be really weak for the Viper.
Nah, he's got plenty of food. Look, he's actually only got 1 farm right now, and he's moved a lot of villas out to take wood at the moment as well. So he's got enough food for now. He'll probably get the boar a little later on. I mean, Tim could lame the boar still with one of these vills. But Tim's going to come forward now, 5 vills. He's going to spot the barracks from Viper. And what's Tim going to do? Probably a tower, no doubt.
Wow.
And there you go, right there, tower there. Militia here as well for Tim. Another militia on the way. And Viper's still in the back with this sneaky villager. But let's see if he can do much with that. Tim's tower's coming up. And Viper, where's he going to build his next military building? It's probably not going to be at home, is it? He's waiting for that barracks to come up first. But he has to deal with this. He has to deal with this aggression. He isn't feudal yet, so he can't build a counter tower either.
Well, he's walling. He's trying to wall to try to stop with the little palisade. He's gonna be in feudal age almost. Oh, he's walling in the last second. There you go. I guess he will make a counter tower there. He need to make a tower. Is he gonna make it or not? Oh, maybe not there.
Viper towering on the left side. He's gonna tower. But Tim's tower here, this is actually going to delay the boar as well from Viper. He's going ahead and attacking the palisade wall. A little bit of bonus attack damage on these men-at-arms. He's actually bringing that palisade down quickly. But Viper's counter tower will come up before the palisade gets broken. Meanwhile, this villager at the back from Viper doing nothing. Do you know why? He doesn't quite have the resources for a second military building at the moment. So he's making his own militia right now as well. And I think he's going to have to save that villager for another day, whilst Tim applies this aggressive pressure on the front. It's Tim's style. This is just Tim's style right here. Tim, though, after losing his scout, he's actually playing in the dark a little bit. He doesn't know where Viper's gathering wood. He doesn't know where Viper's berries are. He doesn't even know where Viper's stone mine is through the fog of war. So, I mean, Tim right here, losing that scout was a big deal, but he's going to go ahead and batter away at the barracks, and still that villager in the back is currently idle.
Can he make an archery range if he killed the barrack?
I think so, but I may be wrong on that. It's not a situation that ever really comes up, but
exactly, it's a weird situation. But well, he's gonna kill that tower. I'm not sure about that. Let's see. He's killing the barrack. I think so he's gonna be able, but I'm not sure either. The barrack is gonna be gone. There you go, he's going around now. I don't know, another weird game. Well, but so nice, 15 minutes, super aggressive game. And look how many things happens already. Okay, he's in now.
Villager fight,
come on.
Viper coming to wall up, and Tim says, no, not today. I have more villagers here. I have men-at-arms on the way over. He's gonna batter Viper's villagers. Oh man. Just like Milmano's battered sausage yesterday, that village is going to go down as these villagers are surrounded. This is actually hurting Viper here. Viper losing his barracks, though. He can build an archery range now. He can build that without a problem, but he cannot do the man-at-arms upgrade. And he still hasn't had his boar. He still hasn't had his roast boar for breakfast. Viper getting another tower dropped, but he is building a tower in defense, and this is where the Inca's tower defense can come into play with the cheaper towers here. But still, Tim being a hell of a nuisance, and also going to clean up the Drush from Viper as well, no doubt. Tim gonna lose a villager. Yep. And that means they are now currently even as Tim hops into his tower here. And once again, Viper has thwarted Tim's aggression. Tim is completely safe at home, but there's the archery ranges from the Viper at the back of Tim's base.
Then it's not that safe anymore. Second archery range on the way. Second archery range. I'm waiting that he's mining. Well, no, he's mining gold there. Okay, he has a stone as well. I don't know if he should go for with the arches without the plasmid. I will wait a bit if I were the Viper to make a plasmid, and with fletching really make the damage. But he's doing already archers, second archery range. Whoa, man, oh man, if he's getting the archers on his base, he's gonna destroy, literally destroy. And look at the surprise for that the Viper did in the early game, Zach. He's a stone walling, so imagine what he's going to think Tim when he's gonna be a stone wall completely, and he noticed that 4, 5, 6, probably even more archers gonna be on his whole economy. Oh my god. That's crazy.
I love the way Tim's walling this. He's walling this like very nicely, actually, straight across the front, stone wall, making sure he's safe at home, making sure that his aggression on the front is just going to be the only thing that Viper has to focus on. And meanwhile, Viper's just building up in the back of his base. No problem. Tim, absolutely no idea that that's there. And why would he expect it to be there? He's going to be thinking, I'm fine now. He's even quick walling this. Look how he's not even completing all the walls just to prevent Viper from counter-attacking here. Little does he know, he's just walled the enemy. He's walled the snake into his base. But Tim might spot a villager here, as Viper could reveal himself through the fog. But no, Viper's not going to give himself away. And Tim is going to have to be dealing with these archers in the back of his wood line any minute now. Tim, though, is still keeping the pressure up, and Viper's not having the best time back at home. He is now getting a blacksmith up with 5 villagers. He really wants fletching, but he doesn't have the resources to afford it right now. But still, Viper here, kind of putting these villages into a little cordoned off area in the south and splitting them away from his main economy. Tim trying to be a nuisance and do more damage, but this is going to really catch Tim out. The tower's coming up. Tim still has no idea.
And
Goodness me, the archers coming in.
He's waiting. Is he gonna get the fletching?
How pissed is Tim gonna be?
And he's there already. Oh, well, he could do better job, but he's gonna kill the village. He didn't notice yet. Oh, man, this is a disaster.
I want to know what the Chinese is for how the hell did those archers get into my base? Because that's probably what Tim's saying right now. It's one archer down, villager down. A second villager getting very low, but Tim pushed away from his wood. Watchtowers coming up here, emergency watchtowers from Tim. And the watchtower on the wood line going to make sure that Tim doesn't come back either. Tim really caught out by that, but at the same time, he's still applying quite a bit of pressure to Viper as well. But yeah, I mean, these archers, they're everywhere. They're pushing him off berries. They're pushing him off wood. He's forced to build the towers. Tim, not expecting this at all.
But at the end, he didn't kill so much. It's true that he's getting a lot of idle, but I think he was going to harass a lot more. He did 2 towers fast. He moved the village. Now he has a lot of archers, but now he can kill. He's gonna kill now 1 villager. No, he got it. He got it. Is he doing now damage to Viper at home? No, Viper is completely safe. He might be thinking, what the hell is this? So Viper knows exactly the team play style, and he sent the villagers knowing that Team could go aggressive, or if not, will go wall everything. And when that happens, look what he's doing. Oh man, well, those 2 towers gonna help. Ooh, but he doesn't have a lumberjack, and he's doing another tower on the wood. Ay, that's terrible. That's really terrible.
Tim needs to delete this house, actually.
Oh, man.
Tim needs to delete this house and stop his villagers from blocking. But he will see the tower. I mean, if Tim just goes there now with his villagers, he could kill that villager.
He can see it, yes.
Or another tower of his own. Another tower would work, but he's not noticed. And Viper now, you're going to be able to get that tower up. Tim, abandoned ship once again. And again, Tim now has no wood income. This is a real shame for him. He could come out to the right side and build another lumber camp, but he doesn't have the wood. Oh, yeah, there you go. He's actually got enough wood for a new one. He's going to build it on the front. Viper, not able to do that much damage. 48 population for Tim, 55 for Viper. But Viper does have a lot more archers on the map, a lot more military units on the map. So maybe Tim is still ahead in vills right now.
Well, but still, the idle time from Tim right now is a lot. It's so many villages not working, not being really efficient. Well, now Viper is quiet at home, if you can call like this. He seems to stabilize the game on Viper base. Has a lot of farms. He's gonna make another tower to cover that stone. And well, more towers from team. That with those towers maybe he can be safe now. He need to really be careful with that lumber camp behind the forest. If the Viper is coming there with archers or with another tower, it's unlikely. It's unlikely because he's gonna go inside now. He's inside with the men at arms, but the tower is gonna be up. Yes, he's gonna be up, but no army at all. Now he can kill that tower.
No army and no walls.
He can kill the tower, man. Well, and Viper put the villages inside. What are you doing? Okay, he's not. So he's gonna lose on villages now. What is this? What is this?
Tim's gonna get the tower. Oh yeah. There you go. Tower's going to go down, and Tim's going to be able to harass this eco a little bit. Viper, 2 emergency towers coming up near the gold and the farms. Either of these players going to be making a move towards the center of the map this game? I'm not too sure myself. I can't believe the way this is actually going right now. So many towers all over the place. Viper's going to lose a villager. Tim's going to lose a villager on the front as well. But Tim's still coming around. Viper should have his new towers up in time. But Tim is now denying the stone on this right side as well by building another tower of his own here. And Tim's coming in. He has got fletching. He will find himself a villager, I imagine, but the tower's still going to go up anyway. And Tim here now going to take quite a bit of damage on this army. Oh dear, this is such a messy game. I can't believe it. But yeah, Viper can't do much with these archers because you know what? As much as he would love to send these archers home, he can't because they're walled in to Tim's base.
Yeah. So that's really bad for him. That's really bad now for him. Well, look at now the Viper. He's being forced to make a barrack, another barrack. He's doing another archery range at home because he need to make some military buildings. But still, he's doing some outposts. Gonna make another mining camp to take more stone. Seems to be pretty safe. I mean, with the towers that the team is doing forward, he's not taking any resources right now. He's okay. Look at his resources, the Viper. 500 gold, 400 food. Market and go up. Market and go up Castle Age one more time. And he still have the Villiers Nick inside. So if he's going Castle Age, and he will, he's gonna go Siege Warship inside. Look at Viper resources. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
He's close.
Yeah,
I don't know how he's managed to get so much food, to be honest, but he's been farming quite heavily back here, behind his TC at the mill. And even though he can't farm at the front of his town center, you know, he's farming over on the right side as well. He's actually going to go rush the tower down from Tim as well, because he didn't wall all the way around it. And I feel like Viper in this position, once he gets to castle, he could actually do some good work. He's even starting to whittle away at the wall from Tim here. And believe it or not, this wall is going down. Do you know why? Well, not African kingdoms, well, expansions from AoE HD, meaning that these walls only have half of the HP. So that's going down very quickly. And Tim here is going to be doing some big thinking after this game. How did it all go wrong?
Well, he's sending how many? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 villagers. 13 villagers forward with the archers and the skirmishes, which is absolutely crazy. Oh my god, now he noticed. He did 3 houses super fast in market.
What is he doing?
But Viper is on the way
Suicide.
to Castle Edge. What is he doing, man? What is he doing? He's doing a migration again?
Tim is all in.
Oh my god. Really?
Tim is all in and Viper is out. Tim's all in, Viper is out. The archers are free, and they're going to make their way towards Viper's base. Tim trying to build a lot of towers, but this is a sign of desperation. I don't think this is Tim playing smart. This is Tim saying, I'm done, Viper. I am done. I'm going to make a couple more towers, and then that's going to be me. I'm out of here. So, yeah, I mean, Viper, once he hits the castle, is going to have a huge advantage here. He's going to be able to get crossbow. He's going to be able to upgrade bodkin arrow for the towers if he wants. Tim's really going to have nothing.
Don't be negative, Zach, sorry, but I have the feeling that with this migration he did, when he noticed that Viper is in Castle Age, I'm really afraid that he will call the GG. Because actually, he's really behind. He's really super behind. 63 population.
He's not hitting
Viper.
castle.
Well, not hit castle. He has 80 food. 80 food. So 74 population. Yes, a lot of population, but why he sent really, Zach, 13 villages forward? How many villages not taking resources?
Overkill. It's overkill.
It's so unbelievable, really. And now he has the archers at home, killing military. He's getting back that tower, getting down that tower. Oh man. Let's see his reaction when he's gonna be in Castle Age. And Viper resources, look his resources, look his food and go, man. Oh man, oh man.
Bodkin arrow coming straight in, crossbow coming straight in. Yeah, Tim's gonna lose his whole army here. He's actually got quite a lot of archers and skirmishers, but Viper with crossbow and Bodkin, that's gonna clean things up. Viper's towers with Bodkin, that's gonna clean things up. And Tim's towers here, all these villagers coming forward to build 4 towers that are achieving absolutely nothing. These towers are doing nothing, and Tim is just wasting all of this right here as Viper will get that Bodkin upgrade and the crossbows coming in, as well as the siege workshop. So, yeah, Tim, I mean, he might patch his wall up and go home. He might try and reboom, but he is so far behind now, and Tim is not going to be going castle anytime soon either. He's going to push Viper away from the gold. He's going to rush it down, these towers down with his villagers, but this is just suicide. These villagers are going to die so quickly trying to take out the towers. And if the towers don't do it, Viper's crossbows certainly will.
He's killing villagers. He's killing good villagers now to Viper with the archers. He's killing, actually he got like 4 or 5 villagers killed. He's doing some good job, but the biggest problem here is that he cannot even reboom save. He's still inside the Viper, but he killed 1 tower, and now with all that army, what the hell? Is he going to come back from the hell? Team with 70 population gonna kill another tower? That tower is in the range of the castle. He's really coming back. He's doing some damage actually.
He's doing some damage, you're right. He killed a few villas from Viper there. He's pushed him off of gold again.
Those crossbows
oh yeah.
Now. Wow.
Not only just the crossbows, but the mangonel. Even here, in this situation, with Bodkin and crossbow, I don't think Tim can win against this army. He might get the tower at the backup, though. And with that tower, he's going to do a lot of extra damage into this fight. Tim, though, losing population super fast. Mangonel in. Oh, yeah. 55 pop for Tim. 54 pop for Tim. And Viper at 58. He's taken the population lead once again. And Viper's making crossbow in the back of Tim's base as well now. So he's going to be looking for more raiding damage over there. The mangonel from Viper going to be used to clear out the watchtowers of Tim. And I think Tim is just a couple of minutes from a GG right here as his whole army goes down. And Tim is still not up to the castle age, but he is about to click up. Give him a couple of seconds here, and he will be at 800 food, 200 gold.
Well, he's not giving up. He's getting the resources, so he's gonna go up. He's gonna try. He's going to castle age. There you go, 52 population. He can click up. I don't know if he's clicking or not. Come on, click up.
Yeah, he's done it. He's done it.
Okay. Viper, well, difference in population is not big, but it's gonna be really big. He's going to clean everything. And with the crossbows inside, he's not killing more villages at home. Okay. 58 population Viper. Team 49 is still not like... well, after all this happened, it's not like huge difference in the population, but Viper is already doing a town center in the middle and getting really important advantage, of course. Keep now playing safe, you know. He's cleaning everything, trying to kill the towers, trying to kill more towers with the mangonel, and now with the crossbows +2, gonna go to kill some villagers. He's raiding. How many? Nah, he's not. He has the tower there, so he's fine. More or less fine.
Yeah.
To say it. Now, but look at the score difference also. Poh.
Yeah, I mean, Viper with the TC in the middle. Tim's still not in castle yet. Viper's slowly but surely cleaning these towers out now. He's got the mangonel there to start bringing them down. And yeah, I just feel like Tim is not really in a great position anymore. I mean, he might have had an opportunity. I think he might have overcommitted to this forward as he sends the villagers back now. He's also adding an Eagle Warriors, Viper is. He's got +1 attack on that, and he's got +2 defense. If you look at his villagers, he's also got +4 defense and +1 attack on his villas as well. So that's the Inca's bonus coming into play there. Those Eagles going to get good map control, going to prevent Tim from getting to the center now. And I think that's really where Viper wins this game. And that's just preventing Tim from gathering the gold in the middle, because Tim is all out of gold, I think. I think it's all gone.
Another tower in the wood. He's gonna make towers all over the map. He's now raiding. Tim is in castle. It's with what population? Yeah, 20 population behind. Well, it's supposed to be the last game if he resigns, so it's normal that he's trying to see if he can come back.
Yeah.
So you know that the game is a real messy game. But come on, he's playing against the
Eagles
Viper.
on the left side, the Eagles stopping the wall, and Tim's calling it right there. He's had enough.
Oh my god.
It's GG. Yeah. Tim, gonna call it. Viper.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, congratulations. Getting the 2-0 versus Tim. And I think an 11 victory streak in this tournament. He came through the qualification, and he's here in the grand finals, and he hasn't lost a single damn game. Viper, 11-0. That's how you do it. The elimination draft champion right there. Congratulations to him. But I've got to say, a fantastic set of games this weekend. We've had some brilliant games. We've saw some really nice different civilizations, and it's been really enjoyable. So thank you everybody for tuning in, and make sure you do follow the